LaPorte, Indiana. LaPorte is a city in LaPorte County, Indiana, United States, of which it is the county seat. Its population was estimated to be 21,732 in 2016. It is one of the two principal cities of the Michigan City-La Porte, Indiana Metropolitan Statistical Area, which is included in the Chicago, Naperville, Michigan City, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin Combined Statistical Area. LaPorte is located in northwest Indiana, east of Gary, and west of South Bend. It was first settled by European Americans in 1832. The settlement of LaPorte was established in July 1832. Abraham P. Andrew, one of the purchasers of the site, constructed the first sawmill in that year. The first settler arrived in October, building a permanent cabin just north of what would become the courthouse square. After the U.S. extinguished land claims by the Potawatomi and other historic tribes of the area by treaty and removal to Indian Territory, in 1833 a federal land office was established in LaPorte. People would come to this office from newly established surrounding counties to buy land from the government, including Solon Robinson, founder of Crown Point. The office was moved to Winnemac in 1839. By 1835 the settlement had grown to the extent that LaPorte was incorporated as a town. A newspaper was established in 1836. LaPorte Medical School, the first of its kind in the Midwest, was founded in 1842. An alumnus of school, William Warrell Mayo, established what became the famed Mayo Clinic in Minnesota in 1889. By 1852 LaPorte had become a well-established settlement of considerable size for its time and vicinity, with 5,000 residents. In that same year it was granted a city charter by the Indiana General Assembly, and the first mayor was elected. LaPorte continued to grow, attracting numerous diverse industries, the largest of which became the Advance Rumley Company. Advance Rumley developed and manufactured the oil-pull tractor engine, considered to have played a pivotal role in the agricultural development of the Great Plains. By 1869, Advance Rumley was the largest employer in LaPorte. During the 1850s numerous maple trees were planted along Indiana and Michigan avenues in the city by local resident Sebastian Lay. Subsequently Louisiana Port became known as the Maple City. Today, Indiana and Michigan avenues comprise a historic district in the city, containing many homes and other structures of architectural and historical interest. Between 1892 and 1894, the third and current LaPorte County Courthouse was erected at a cost of $300,000. The structure is built of red sandstone from Lake Superior, shipped via boat to Michigan City and then by rail to LaPorte. The courthouse is considered to be one of LaPorte's best-known structures. In 2007 the exterior of the building was extensively restored at a cost of $2.9 million. LaPorte is located at 41 degrees 36'33" and 86 degrees 43'3" W, 41.60917 degrees north, 86.71750 degrees west, 41.60917, minus 86.71750. According to the 2010 census, LaPorte has a total area of 12.37 square miles, of which 11.66 square miles is land and 0.71 square miles is water. US 35 passes through LaPorte. As of the census of 2010, there were 22,053 people, 8,962 households, and 5,362 families residing in the city. The population density was 1,891.3 inhabitants per square mile. There were 9,992 housing units at an average density of 856.9 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 88.6% white, 3.0% African American, 0.3% Native American, 0.5% Asian, 4.9% from other races, and 2.6% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 11.2% of the population. There were 8,962 households, of which 31.6% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 39.2% were married couples living together, 14.9% had a female householder with no husband present, 5.8% had a male householder with no wife present, and 40.2% were non-families. 33.0% of all households were made up of individuals and 14.6% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.39 and the average family size was 3.04. The median age in the city was 36.2 years. 24.5% of residents were under the age of 18, 9.5% were between the ages of 18 and 24, 26.7% were from 25 to 44, 24.2% were from 45 to 64, and 15.3% were 65 years of age or older. The gender makeup of the city was 48.2% male and 51.8% female. As of the census of 2000, there were 21,621 people, 8,916 households, and 5,545 families residing in the city. The population density was 1,886.8 people per square mile. There were 9,667 housing units at an average density of 843.6 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 92.60% white, 1.92% African American, 0.37% Native American, 0.38% Asian, 3.39% from other races, and 1.33% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 6.52% of the population. There were 8,916 households, out of which 29.8% had children under the age of 18 living with him, 45.4% were married couples living together, 12.3% had a female householder with no husband present, and 37.8% were non-families. 31.9% of all households were made up of individuals and 14.4% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.36 and the average family size was 2.98. In the city, the population was spread out with 24.5% under the age of 18, 9.6% from 18 to 24, 29.1% from 25 to 44, 20.3% from 45 to 64, and 16.7% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 36 years. For every 100 females, there were 93.5 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 90.1 males. The median income for a household in the city was $35,376, and the median income for a family was $45,784. Males had a median income of $32,319 versus $22,756 for females. The per capita income for the city was $17,900. About 7.7% of families and 11.0% of the population were below the poverty line, including 13.2% of those under age 18 and 13.1% of those age 65 or over. The government consists of a mayor and a city council. The mayor is elected in citywide vote. The city council consists of 7 members. 5 are elected from individual districts. 2 are elected at large. The LaPorte Community School Corporation serves approximately 6,500 students. With 8 state baseball titles, LaPorte High School holds the distinction of winning the greatest number in Indiana. The city has a public library, a branch the LaPorte County Public Library. The famous Advance Rumley Tractor Company was established in LaPorte, where it developed steam engines and eponymous green kerosene tractors. LaPorte has been featured in an occasional movie, including Prancer, A Piece of Eden, Treadmill, Providence and Woman's Prison. LaPorte was once the home of the world-famous Parsons Horological Institute, founded in the 1890s and still extant as part of Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois. LaPorte was the eastern terminus of the Chicago, New York Electric Air Line Railroad, an ambitious early high-speed rail project. Author J.K. Rowling has a portkey for LaPorte. It was presented to her by Emerson Sparks. LaPorte has an extensive city park district. Alizee Park is a 6-acre neighborhood park on the south side of the city. It was developed adjacent to a housing subdivision to provide recreational facilities to the neighborhood. The park includes a baseball diamond, basketball half-court, benches, parking, playground, and a walking track. Improvements were made in 2000 thanks to a donation by the Alizee family to the LaPorte Park Foundation. Reese Park is a 1.5-acre parcel that is half of a square block located near the Civic Auditorium. The park was the site of the 4th Ward School in the early 1900s. The school was demolished in the 1920s and the property was donated to the city in the 1940s. The park was named in honor of Ben C. Reese, a local attorney and school board member. A new playground, basketball court and gazebo shelter were installed through the help of community volunteers and contributions. Bill Reed Tennis Complex features several tennis courts, parking, water fountains and a pavilion. Charles W. Lindy Wald Park is considered LaPorte's first park. A parcel of land, 9.4 acres on Lower Lake, was purchased in 1890. The original parcel contained a notable grove of white oaks, of which a few stands of this native timber still remains. The park today is a popular site for family reunions and picnics. Facilities include a picnic shelter with grills, playground, restrooms, water fountains, ball diamond, basketball half-court and 12 lighted horseshoe pits, which are home to the LaPorte Horseshoe Pitches Association. Clark Field is a 2-square block area of 6 acres that was a donation to the city in the late 1930s. The park is generally surrounded with tall, mature forevergreen trees that provide a buffer for the adjacent residential areas. The main recreational usage at Clark Field are 2 ball diamonds, one used primarily by the LaPorte High School junior varsity and LaPorte Babe Ruth baseball and the other for younger age levels. The park also contains a playground, ball diamonds, a concession stand, water fountains, and public restrooms. Fox Memorial Park, originally started in 1911 with only 15 acres, has grown today to 170 acres of scenic beauty. In the early 1900s, flowers, shrubs, and trees were planted to further beautify the hills of mature oak, hawthorn and wild apple. The entire park was landscaped and strolling paths developed. Fox Memorial Park includes Clear Lake, which encompasses approximately 100 acres of the total park. Today, Fox Memorial Park can be considered one of LaPorte's finest parks. It still contains much of its scenic beauty. The trees planted in the early 1900s have matured to provide a scenic environment. Active recreational facilities have been developed at the park as the demand for such activities have increased. The park offers ball diamonds, including Ron Reed Field, basketball, playgrounds, picnic shelters with grills, fishing, boating, water fountains, walking and fitness trials, and Thrills and Spills skate park. The park also contains the Dennis F. Smith Amphitheater, home to various special events including the Arts in the Park program. Hastings Park is a small park, featuring a playground and benches. Kessling Park is located on the southern edge of the community. It started with a small 2-acre land donation and has since grown through additional donations by the Kessling family to the present-day size of 90 acres. Today, residents from all of LaPorte enjoy the modern facilities including 4 ball diamonds, 6 tennis courts, a walking and nature trail, soccer fields, basketball courts, sledding hill and picnic shelters. The park also contains Fort LaPorte, a large community-built playground. Rumley Park covers 4 acres in southern LaPorte. It was initially a play area developed by the federal government in the 1940s for children of the workers at the Kingsbury Ordnance Plant. In 1962, this land was transferred to the city for exclusive use as a park. Today, Rumley Park serves the residents of Maple Terrace and offers a ball diamond, basketball court and playground. Law Park is adjacent to Bethany Lutheran Church. Rumley Park is a 4-acre neighborhood park that was purchased and developed entirely with federal funds in 1980. It was actually a replacement park for the former Marquette Park, which was located 4 blocks away. Marquette Park was a piece of donated land that was unsuitable and unbuildable for a park. Rumley Park offers a basketball court, playground, picnic facilities and fishing. Scott Field was the result of another land donation of a developer. Originally, in the layout of Scott's second edition, 5 acres in the middle of the new housing development was left as a neighborhood play area. The land was donated to the city of LaPorte in 1923. It wasn't until 1952 that the park department entered a 99-year lease, for $1 per year, with the school corporation. The park currently includes a shelter, playground, ball diamond, open play, half-court basketball and picnic facilities. Soldiers Memorial Park was dedicated in 1928 and contains 556 acres. It is the largest city park and widely known for its forested beauty, water sports and organized recreational activities. The park encompasses all of Stone Lake, 140 acres of water and all but 628 feet of shoreline. Also, the park provides a variety of active and passive recreational activities including swimming, playgrounds, diamond sports, volleyball, mountain biking, cross-country skiing, fishing and boating. Within its gently rolling terrain, the property is approximately 85% woodlands and water. Access is available to Stone Lake, Pine Lake, Crane Lake, and Craven Pond. Nature trails have been developed through a stand of native trees, allowing environmental education opportunities. Soldiers Memorial Park is also the site of the Park Department office and maintenance facilities, as well as Cummings Lodge. Stone Lake Beach is a public beach with a volleyball courts, playground, picnic shelter, concession stand, and public restrooms. Warsaw Tot Lot is a small playground of less than 1 acre in size. The triangular piece of land was donated to the city in 1946 and was developed in 1980 with funding from a federal grant. The play equipment has been recently updated thanks to a donation from the LaPorte Park Foundation. Park also has a basketball half-court. Pine Lake Beach is a public beach with picnic tables, a newly built walkway across the beach, and a picnic shelter including a grill. Ski Beach is a public beach with picnic tables and grills. This beach is commonly used by boaters, and has a channel connecting Pine Lake to Stone Lake. Lakes. Golf. Public activities. LaPorte Herald-Argus is the only newspaper serving the city of LaPorte. LaPorte receives television broadcasts and other radio broadcasts from Chicago and South Bend. Radio stations in LaPorte include Co. 96.7 FM, and Moy, 1540 AM and FM, and Moy, 1540 AM and FM, and Moy,